What's going on, everybody? In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the hard ways that you are going to be learning as a handyman. Sometimes things can go your way, most times actually, and sometimes they're not. And this is one of them. In today's episode, I'm going to be showing you usually how much I charge for a job like this, and that is replacing the wheels on the sliding door. Normally, the door is not sliding well. You try adjusting the wheels, and it's just not working out. So at that point, you got to replace those wheels right there. It's the job doesn't really take longer than an hour, and you can charge good money. And if you want to know how much I normally charge for a job like this, you can stick to the end of the video. I will tell you. But this time, on this particular job, things did not go my way. So I had to learn the hard way. And I can tell you, I'm not mad. And I can tell you, this is what's going to make you a good handyman. And people are going to respect you. And this right here, it's what builds reputation. What's up, everybody? So this is the veteran handyman. And like I said earlier, this job right here, I lost a lot of money. And I can tell you, in the construction business, sometimes things are going to go your way, and sometimes they are not. And as a self-proclaimed handyman, I taught myself everything that I know. I had no mentorship. I didn't go to school. I didn't work for anybody. Everything, every single job that I have ever done in my videos, I had to teach myself by watching videos on YouTube and reading the code book if I'm doing some plumbing or electrical stuff, and just watching videos, to be honest, and learning. No different than going to school. The difference is I did not go to school. I just taught myself. Now this job right here, I've done it before. I have replaced wheels on sliding doors many times in the past, and every time it went well, except for this time right here. This time it was a little different. So I was working at this rental house and I replaced the wheels, and I had a hard time fitting my screwdriver through the holes to adjust the wheel height. It was not fitting. My screwdriver was too fat. And then the wheel came off when I put it back on the tracks, and then I was trying to wedge the wheels back into the frame of the door, and I put my screwdriver right where you see that on the video, and I went a little too far. I tapped it in, and I cracked the actual glass. I did not realize that there was no barrier between the wheel and the glass inside the frame in that specific spot. I barely tapped it, and that cracked the entire glass. So let me show you. So the screwdriver hit the glass and it just broke it. Thankfully, it was a double pane, triple pane glass. Double pane glass. The glass was in the middle, and then on both sides there was like a plastic barrier, so it didn't completely shatter onto the ground. So it was working, and I left it as is because it was working. And then I got a call from the realtor, because this is a rental, telling me that a little bit of the glass was actually falling onto the ground. So I had to go back to actually remove the broken door, because some of the glass was actually getting onto the ground. Now, this is a hard lesson. And the lesson that I learned is not to ever use a screwdriver and, try to wedge the wheel inside the frame by force. All it would have taken me was an additional 5 minutes, and just be patient, and it would have been fine. But it was hot, and I was a little grumpy that day. And when you don't pay attention, things are not gonna go your way. And I can tell you, sometimes life is gonna test you. I've realized over the past few years that this is my personal belief, that we live in like a simulation. Everything that we see around us, it's dependent on our actions, and then life itself will test us all the time to see how you react. And the test is the way you pass this test is by either being positive or being negative about it. I don't know if you're religious or not. I don't know if you believe in God or not. Regardless, I believe that whatever controls all the negative stuff in the world that we live in feeds off the negativity. That is my personal belief. And then these tests that are thrown your way, it's a way for you to be more negative. And then when you are negative, you're feeding the devil. You're feeding all the bad stuff that's happening in the world. You may not think it that way, but it's my personal belief that that's actually what's happening. So as soon as I hit the glass and I heard the glass cracking, I knew that I messed up. And I was a little grumpy for, I would say, 30 seconds. And then I got over it. And then I realized that, you know what? Let's look at the positives. Because even during the worst times in your life, there are always going to be things that are going your way, positive things. Even if you don't see it that way at the time, just pause for a few minutes, reflect what's going on, and then think about all the positives. So I messed up, I broke the glass, now I'm gonna have to fix it. But guess what? Let's look at the positives. The positive was the tenant was super chill. He didn't really care, he was fine with it, he was not demanding, he didn't want a new door right now and then, and this is a rental. So the owner is not there to be picky about it. And then third, this is an old house. So that sliding door was giving them problems for many years. And then they just kept trying to fix it just to, keep the tenants happy. And, even though I replaced the wheels and it was actually sliding better after I broke the glass, it wasn't really sliding 100% because the frame itself had settled. Like the framing around the sliding door had settled over the years, and the framing itself was actually squishing. It was pressing, I guess, against the sliding door, so it wasn't sliding as freely as it did when it was brand new. So it needed to be replaced. So I looked at all the positives, and then that was like a super cheap door that was there, super old. And even if I got the cheapest sliding door at the store, it was going to be 10 times better than the old sliding door. And another positive, I was going to get another video out of it and teach you guys how to react when things don't go your way. So that's exactly what I did. I was upset for probably about 30 seconds and then I got over it. So I texted the realtor and I told her, hey, I broke the glass while changing the sliding wheels. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and replace the entire sliding door. Now, why did I go with that option? Well, the reason for that is because it was cheaper. Believe it or not, the labor is what's going to cost the most when doing a job like this. Now, you can go expensive with sliding doors, but thankfully this one right here, I got lucky, and I think I paid, I want to say $600 for this one, if you're counting the taxes. Now, I could have hired a company, a glass company, to fabricate glass pane for me and then replace the glass, but I can tell you that probably would have cost just as much, maybe if not more, than just to replace the entire thing myself. And besides, I'll be honest with you, I have never replaced a sliding door on stucco like this. So I wanted to do it myself so I could actually practice, and what better way to practice than this job right here. The owner was getting a brand new sliding door, and the tenant was happy, and everybody was happy. So what better way than to just practice doing it on this job right here. So as you can see, the new sliding door is way better than the old one. It slides better. Everything's brand spanking new. And yeah, so I told the realtor, hey, I'm gonna be replacing the entire sliding door. The owner, he's a cheap guy, and he's one of those slum landlords. He was happy about it because you know what, I was gonna replace the whole thing, but I still charged for the sliding wheels replacement. So for those of you who want to know how much I charge to change the sliding wheels underneath the sliding doors, I have a flat rate of $400. If your door looks like this and you call me and you tell me I want the wheels replaced, I will charge you $400, and that includes the wheels. Depending on the type of sliding door you have, wheels will usually run about, I think, like close to $20 a wheel. So materials along, it'll be close to $50 or so for one door. Now, if you want to do the actual screen door, that's going to cost a little more too. But yeah, I charge $400 because this is a liability, and the liability is if you mess it up, you're going to have to fix it, and that is what separates a good handyman um, with a not so good handyman. If I mess something up, I will always make it better. I will replace it. I will make it better than what it was before. I will make sure my customer is happy. 100%, because my reputation is worth a lot more than haggling with a customer, um, you know, trying to be cheap or just ignoring the customer altogether like what most people do. So this door right here, if I was doing this job for somebody out there with the sliding door included, I would have charged $2,800. Now, you saw my helper, he was helping me there too. So he's not cheap, right? So I pay for his time too. But altogether, the materials and labor, I would have charged $2,800 for this job right here. So yeah, I lost money. I lost a day. I lost money out of pocket. I lost my time. But you know what? I'm not upset. I learned. I was able to make a video out of this. Maybe teach some of you how to have integrity. And this is what's going to happen when you mess up in construction. You're going to have to make it right. Because if you don't, your reputation is going to take a hit. And remember, karma is going to get you sooner or later. I always try to be positive, and I do not let the world decide my karma. I decide my karma, and I do that by staying positive all the time. Anyways, hopefully you learned something from this video. If you haven't liked the video, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.